So welcome to trial school. A lot of folks have asked, what is trial school? Well, 2 years ago, a group of us got together to try to collaborate on understanding how to best pick a jury. Now, at that time, even today, there are a couple big different approaches. One is, for example, here in Florida, there was a guy named Jay Burke who taught cause is king and how to pick a jury based upon challenges for cause and developing those and understanding how to approach that so that the jury is not going to be comprised of folks who already have a bias. And then there's the Jerry Spence approach, which is taught at the Trial Lawyers College, which is completely different from what Jay Burke taught. And Jerry Spence at the college teaches to form a tribe with no agenda whatsoever other than sharing and being brutally honest. And so how could those two approaches be so very different? And trial school started with this workshop that we had where lawyers from across the country came together, and over a course of days and testing with focus groups, we tried to determine whether there was a way we could create a hybrid approach that was using not just the Spence approach and the Jay Burke approach, but others as well. Some of the methods taught by Josh Carton, for example, incorporating some of the anchoring techniques that have been used successfully by various lawyers and other things. And so as a result of that work, we really believe that we have come up with something new, something that can be used by all lawyers who represent human beings to most effectively pick a jury. And so based upon that experiment, which we thought was very successful, we started to teach it to local groups. We then started to try to understand how we could mash together and combine methods for various other pieces of the trial, such as opening statements, closing statements, cross-examination, and to really study the various methods and try to find out if there's a way to mix them together in a way that we've called mixed method advocacy, or MMA for short. Kind of like how back in the day, Royce Gracie used to use just one approach, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, and then ultimately the UFC fighters in mixed method, mixed martial arts combine all these various schools of fighting together to truly find the best way to compete in the ring. And so it is with trial advocacy. By combining these various methods, we really think that we're creating something better so that lawyers, if they represent just people, can participate for free, understand and use these methods. And at the end of the day, we hope to create a toolbox, a way that we can give lawyers who try cases a very concise formula, be it a voir dire, an opening statement, a closing, so that when they're in the fog of war, when time is short and a trial's coming up and that lawyer has to write an opening or prepare for a voir dire, there's a template he can use, and he can watch videos that he may have seen or participated in through the trial school on the monthly programs that we have or at the annual retreat that we have. And so if you're a lawyer who represents people, please join us. Help us with the collaboration, with the education, and even with locally, we're having local trial school groups meet on a regular basis to practice, which is such an important element of trying cases, we think. Practice through both focus groups and even volunteer mock juries comprised of other lawyers who are members of the school. So thanks for being here. Thanks for visiting the website. If you're a lawyer who just represents people, and you don't represent businesses or corporations or insurance companies, join us. It's completely free. It's a service that we think is very effective for making us all better. And so we welcome you to the website. We hope you join us, and we look forward to hopefully meeting you at one of our events in the near future. Thanks again.